What's happening, folks? This is Rashawn, aka Mr. Cheese with the Grits. Hope everybody's having an amazing day, an awesome day. I just want to say to all the fathers, happy Father's Day, man. You guys don't get, I feel like the fathers don't get appreciated enough, man. They need some more love. So all the fathers out there who's doing their thing, taking care of their children, being responsible, shout out to y'all. Much love to all of you out there. I feel like in this generation there's a statistic or you know, for all fathers to be deadbeats, you know, when people don't understand there's also deadbeat mothers out here, you know. I mean, I know the numbers might be higher for fathers, maybe, but I still feel like the fathers that are doing good, the fathers that are doing their job and are being responsible and are taking care of their children, I feel like they still get overlooked because of that quote-unquote statistic that's out there for the ones that are quote-unquote deadbeats. And I feel like that's really unfair. And I feel like, you know, I just feel like there should be more recognition for fathers, you know, because they deserve it. They work so hard. I mean, I know my pops, he worked so hard. He's, you know, he raised me, you know, and now I'm a you know, a flourishing young man who's working hard, determined, you know, not lazy. Well, I'm still a little lazy, but I'm not, you know, I don't expect anything from anyone as far as like handouts or anything like that. I work for everything that I have, and I strive, and I put in the time, the work, all what's necessary to get the job done or get what I want out of life. I would have to say my favorite memory with my pops will probably be those mornings and those early afternoons those Saturday mornings and early afternoons where we would be out there washing the car. Every Saturday, just about every other Saturday, or especially during the summertime, my pops would go outside and, you know, go jam, put some music on, some chill music, you know, it'd be like some chill R&B, you know what I'm saying, or some chill hip hop. He'll go out there and jam to his music and be out there washing the car for a little while and just chilling, you know, cold chilling. You know, I miss those days. Those days were really cool. Those days were really cool. Although I hated the thing was I hated getting up early, and I hate getting up early now, but my dad, he was like, he's still like a machine, so he just wakes up early, you know, randomly every day. So me, I hated it. I hated just getting up early, but every time I was out there with them washing the car, you know, we'd always have these life talks, and he'll always give me advice or give me pointers or recommendations on everything, like whether it was, especially when I was back in school, for money, career choices, even music. My dad was always giving advice and always, you know, sharing his experiences and sharing things that he learned to help me so that I won't make the same mistakes he did, you know. And those were very helpful. I miss those days because we used to jamming to the music that he was playing, and then at the same time we'd also be, you know, going back and forth as far as talking and sharing experiences, and he'd always, of course, give all of his knowledge, pass all of his knowledge and wisdom down to me, which helped me out for the better, you know. Because right now I'm able to make smarter decisions and able to move a lot more smooth around in general, because, you know, he gave me these pointers, he gave me these recommendations, these suggestions. It's because of him that I have this determination, this drive, and this ambition to succeed and not fail, and make sure that, you know, I bring my loved ones with me when I do pass, or when I do succeed, or when I do achieve these goals, you know. And I don't think I'll ever lose that drive. I just have, it's because of my pops that I have this drive to never stay stagnant. Like, I can't stay still, or I'm constantly doing the same thing over and over. I can't get comfortable. It's because of him, honestly. He taught me that. You know, I learned that from him. He's always been that guy who's always trying to go to the next level, always trying to elevate. And since then, I've always been trying to elevate my game. Always trying to make sure I'm on top of everything, got everything covered, and trying to be better, be a better man, be a better person every day. Of course, I make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes, but still, it's like I'm always moving. You know, I'm always on the roll, always on the move, always trying to find ways to better myself, or to learn more and to elevate my skills, or to learn new skills, you know. So what am I doing for Father's Day? I'm pretty much doing this video. This video is pretty much my Father's Day gift. So Dad, hope you enjoy this video, and to all the other fathers out there, hope you enjoy this video as well if you're watching. Love you, Dad. I love you, man. You just keep being awesome. Thank you for just you know, instilling wisdom in me, and keeping me driven and keeping me ambitious as I am. It was because of you that, you know, I'm doing especially things like this YouTube channel right now. It's because of you, Dad. You know, I really appreciate everything you taught me. You know, I know I'm hard-headed, and I'm still hard-headed to this day. I try not to be, but can't really help it sometimes. Anyway, I love you, Dad. Thanks for everything that you taught me, and I promise you it won't let you down. Always gonna keep trying to make you proud. Okay, so pretty much what's gonna happen from here, I brought our brothers with me, Elliot, Nick, and Bryan, and what they're gonna do, they're gonna go through, and I gave them 3 questions or 3 topics that I want them to talk about, and they're gonna give you their responses, and along with their own personal message to all the fathers out there. So, without further ado, I'm not gonna waste any more time. Let's get right to it. Enjoy.
I think Father's Day should be more important in our generation because there's just a symbolic meaning to the father in the household. Coming from a 2-parent household, so I've seen my dad provide for me, my little sister, and also his wife and my mom, obviously. And so that's a lot of countless hours that he's put in. I mean, currently he's been driving Uber for, you know, the past kind of months, and he's putting in 12-hour days. So just to see him and his resilience shows that, you know, Father's Day should be very much celebrated because of the hard work that's put in, and they don't get enough credit.
I believe Father's Day is very important. It is even paramount. One, we have to celebrate fathers, not just because I'm black or whatever. It doesn't matter what your race. We have to celebrate fathers for the job that they do, for the sacrifices that they make. Me, like I said, I'm part of a nuclear family, and so I'm just grateful for all the things that my father has done, like for me, throughout my life.
Well, a father is a title that not a lot of men grasp and not a lot of men embrace. Sometimes they embrace it as something that, you know, they don't want or in bad situations. But the ones that do grasp it, the ones that are joyous about it, they should be celebrated. Guys like my father, your father, everybody's father that is in this room right now, you know, they are great examples of men that are leaders of the family, men that are leaders of men that are leaders of women. And so I believe that celebrating that is very good because we men need it.
My favorite memory, I don't know if it goes into my spirituality as well, but my favorite memory of me and my father is when we got baptized on the same day. We literally had to pray together and kind of go through that process together. And I think in many ways it bonded us very, very close to one another, going through that process. I mean, getting to know Jesus with your father and walking that journey and walking that walk.
It's kind of hard to pick. I have 2 of them, and I want to share them. I'm sorry. So the first one is, they're really quick too. The first one is my dad. He usually worked overnight, and he was up on a Sunday, and he actually left his bed to come play baseball with me outside of my backyard at 7, even when he didn't want to. I saw on his face, but he said, "You know what? You're my son, and I love you, so I'm going to do it." The second one, which is funny because my mom left for San Francisco and left him with him, me and my sister. And we ended up eating nothing but pork chops for a whole week, for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Pork chops and water. And that thing is just so funny to me. And I love him for it because he tried his hardest. And he showed me how much he loved us.
Well, I'm broke. So there's not too much going on, but I mean, usually what we do as a family, me, my mom, and my sister, we typically buy him the same thing, kind of, you know, clothes that he can use for day to day, for work. I think this year we're going to do a little something different where we are going to kind of sit around at the table and really kind of open up, I guess, our hearts to him. Because I know he's been through kind of a whole lot this year, just to show him that, you know, we definitely appreciate him and what we really love about him, things that we see in him that we kind of take on in our day-to-day as well, so that his, you know, work never goes unnoticed.
This year, my father and my mother happen to be going out of town, so they'll be leaving on Father's Day because I have ministry to do at the church that I attend, 2 services, so I won't be able to really see him, but he'll most definitely be getting a call, card, possibly have a dinner later on when they get back in town. Probably go cook out on the grill for him. He loves barbecue.
So I'm trying to decide what I'm going to do. My father is actually sick, and so I'm trying to decide what's possible for him to do, or if he's even going to be in Durham, or if he's going to be in New Bern. I don't know. So once I figure that out, I'm probably going to either go where he is and cook for him like I did my mom, and get him a couple of presents, get him some stuff of his favorite sports team.
To all the fathers out there, thank you for all that you do. It doesn't go unnoticed. Continue to grind, man. Continue to be 1,000% more than what the society tells you that you are. This is a day for you. Celebrate it with your family, and always know that you are looked upon as influencers, role models, and culture engagers.
So fathers, we just want to tell you thank you so much for all the hard work that you've done. Please never think that the work that you've done is being taken for granted. We love you. We celebrate you. Thank you so much.
Fathers out there, continue to be great. Continue to step up, because the generations behind you need great and impactful people to follow. So continue to do your thing, please.
Alright everybody, thanks a bunch for tuning in. Thanks for watching. This is Rashawn, aka Mr. Cheese with the Grits. I got my boys here, Nick, Elliot, my boy Beezy in the building, you know what I'm saying? Y'all make sure y'all check. I'll put all of their things that they have going on in the description below, so make sure you check them out. Support them all, show them love. And to again, all the fathers out there, happy Father's Day, man. Much love to y'all. Peace.
Cheese with the Grits, boy.
Cool. I'm gonna put that in there too. I'm gonna put that in there.